How's it going, everybody? So remember the movie Tenet, IMDb? And that's not how you spell it. There we go. We remember that movie, right? Tenet, Wikipedia. It was released on August 26th and then September 3rd. There's so many dates to look at. I mean, there's just so many dates to look at. But I decided I was just bored. I caught AWTR's comment. Let's go ahead and go with that. He goes, I just noticed that if you go back 666 days from the 8/21/2017, he says, including the end date. So I'm assuming that's including both dates. You get 10/26. If not, you would get 10/27, which is still in the Halloween party. But he said, it's the start of the Halloween party from Donnie Darko. He said 2 years later on 8/21 is when Trump said he was the chosen one. And get this, he said on 8/21 on our calendar is 8/8 on the Julian calendar. Well, first of all, I would love to get a hold of a Julian calendar conversion. Julian date converter. All right. Well, maybe that's how we do that. That's pretty cool. So if we were to say January 10th, convert, Julian comes up to 70,001. Let's say January. I don't know. Today's date is October 25, which is 2/12/98 in the Julian calendar. So I'm still a little confused on how all that works, but you go back to the loose change. That's AWTR's comment. Yellow Submarine comes to dies January 10th. And January 10th is literally Tenet, because Janus, January is named after Janus.
According to British Museum blog, January is named after the Roman god Janus. As you can see in this print, he had two faces so he could see the future and the past. He was also...
We've done this before, looked at the Janus, looking at January 15th, I think we did it when we were looking at January 15th. Now, so if January is Janus, basically the twin, looking in both directions, a pagan god, and you get 10 going forwards and backwards, then it's 10 in January because it's going forwards and backwards. And it was all about the Satyr square. The Satyr square. And it's is a two-dimensional word square containing 5-word Latin palindrome. And that's what it looks like. And that's what the movie Tenet was about. And it had an opera in it. The guy's name was Satyr, the villain in the movie. Opera backwards. Every word was used forwards and backwards in the movie, or they were at an opera. So everything was used. And of course, Tenet was the name of the movie. So that was done. And so Christopher Nolan, who did the Dark Knight trilogy and who did the Prestige about cloning using the exact same actors as in the Dark Knight trilogy, used Denzel Washington's son as the protagonist in Tenet, which was a movie about reversing time, forwards and backwards, which is what the month January is about, looking forwards and backwards. But Tenet is the number 10. So you have to say, well, 10 falls in every month, but it only means forwards and backwards really when it lands in January. And January 10th is on a Monday. The new moon occurs on Sunday. At what time? 1:13 p.m. So through a 24-hour period, you know, it does cover the 10th, but it's a waxing gibbous. And when I did gematria on that, lotus flower of life popped up. In an iPet goat, the lotus flower of life comes alive, lunar, if you look at the shape of the moon, I'm sorry, the new moon was on the 2nd. It's the first quarter. I'm just talking gibberish. Look at the size of the moon as it forms a C. Lunar moon could be what that stands for. Also loose change, which when you look at the size of that, it looks like it's over the halfway point of the first quarter, because it comes all the way out to there on the bottom. And that might be the exact position or the exact lighting of the moon at the time that the loose change or the 9/11's going down or the Trump's going down occurs. And that's on Earl's birthday right there, 7/27. But he died on May 8th, which was the 128th day of the year. When I see that 128, that's just my brain talking. That doesn't mean anything's going on. But lunar, loose change, which was about 9/11, lunar moon. And then there comes the lily. Or the lotus, I mean. So the lotus pops open on that moon day. It's a pretty good size. It's a little over half. That was half. Or if he were to go down when it on the 9th, and then everything goes in reverse on the 10th. Like maybe he goes down on the 9th. Playing golf on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That's a frictional day. That's square. That's friction. If you're born on that day, then you would have friction. If Trump's death occurs on that day, that kicks off that's the birthday. See, everything has a natal chart. So when you studied astrology, everything has a natal chart. Like your first day ever playing in the NFL, that would have been the natal chart of you playing in the NFL. Then your NFL career had a natal chart. Boom. And then you could look at your NFL career through the natal chart of the birth of your NFL career. Does that make sense? So the birth of Trump's death, which would be the birthing of the book of Revelation, open up. If it occurred during a square, and again, October 28th is a square. When we go back and look at October 28th, which is another day we're really big on, because it's my second wife's birthday. She's on a square, or that's on a square. And we like that for the reason I gave you. It would be a natal chart. It's like a baby being born on that day would have a sun moon square. And that's, would, in astrology terms, would tell you a little bit of a cantankerous child. So on and so forth. If you go on the 10th, up 37 days to the full moon, which is not the one in 7 days, the wolf full moon, which, that's exciting. But the snow full moon, this would be 37 days after that, and it's 888 hours later to the exact day, from day to day. But nothing really big. The 43 put me all the way to February 2nd, but that's not on a full moon, because he ascends up out during a full moon. So I don't know if it has to be 43 days or not, but I don't know. It's just, it was something that caught my eye when I was doing Yellow Submarine gematria, because it said, when I did Yellow Submarine gematria, it said he will die on the 10th, or let's just do it again. I've already lost it. Key in Yellow Submarine. Where was that? It was on the first page. Civil War America pops up. September 11th pops up. I didn't catch that first time. Did not. November 30 pops up. It was on the second page where it popped up then. It said he dies on the 10th or January. He dies January 10th. Yeah, it was on this page, wasn't it? Or is it the next page? I like the way it said Antichrist May 1. That's the 121st day of the year, the 121. Did I just miss it? Did I scroll by it? If it's not on this page, I will pause and dies January 10th. There it is. Dies January 10th. Came up with Yellow Submarine, and Yellow Submarine also hit with September. Was that on? Yeah, and that was dies January 10th. Go to Gematria and key in September 11th. See if that isn't the same numbers. One 194. 116419 dies January 10th, comes up to September 11th. That's Tenet. It's on a Sunday. No, it's on a Monday. It's on a Monday. It's on a Monday. That's the day of the national championship game. College football national championship game 2020. I mean 2022. I'm so January 10th. Where are they going to be? Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis. Wow. That's the Yoni. You see the Yoni in their football logo, don't you? You know that's the Yoni. I mean, I know you know that's the Yoni. Because I've shown that many times. I don't think it's in the Trump stuff. I think it's in the when you start looking at the Yoni, they take that football and they make it the Yoni. That's what they do. Golly, where am I? You know what's weird is you click on something, you go to the next one, it won't give it to you. But that is that's really crazy. Here's ESPN with the Yoni, with the football again. That's what that is. Is my Yoni all in the Trump photos? Where'd all my Yoni stuff go, man? There, when you key in Yoni, you get that. That's the Yoni. Now you tell me that's not their logo that I just showed you. That's what I was looking for. Look at that. A straight up symbol for the Yoni. You can't unsee that when you go to that logo. On the national championship day, the Buckeye. The Buckeyes got to be playing Alabama. Unless it's the Georgia with the G and the satanic colors, the red and the black, the Georgia Bulldogs. Let's see, it's always pointing to Alabama, isn't it? It's got to be Alabama playing the Buckeye. It's got to be. Alabama has got to be playing the Buckeye on that day. They did it. They would have timed it perfectly. They would have timed it perfectly. It's unbelievable. Ohio State's right there. They got all their big games ahead of them with Penn State, Michigan, Michigan State, the Buckeye, the dotting of the I. They play Penn State next week, then Nebraska, then Purdue, then Michigan State, then Michigan. I like it. What do y'all think? Tenet. They were telling us the whole time, weren't they? Right through a Christopher Nolan movie. Denzel's son. That's the day they crashed that jet. And see, the crashing of the jet is Donnie Darko. Oh, it is the crashing of the jet. That's what happened when the Twin Towers went down. It was jets crashing, the New York Jets, and Donnie Darko was a jet crashing into the house. Tenet jet crashing scene. Crashing a real plane in Tenet movie. And what was on that jet? That jet had a name on it. Did y'all see that?
To crash a plane. Off from the air. It's a plane. The crew. Whoa, pop the slides, chuck them up. Everyone assumes terrorism, but in the building. Guaranteed.
Everybody assumes terrorism.
Drop it out on the rough. Gold bars might get some play. Depends on the size of your play.
Did y'all hear that?
To the system.
Everybody assumes
Everyone
terrorism.
Terrorism, but no one's died, so. And if you do, everyone assumes.
Everybody assumes terrorism when the Trump goes down.
Terrorism, but no one's died, so swift extra.
Or when the jet crashes.
And lost in the system. Gold bars.
Gold bars. Trump's all about gold.
Guaranteed.
Gold bars.
Is everybody on this plane vegetarian?
This is about Trump going down. It's a jet crash. It's exactly what this is. Let's look at all the numbers and everything associated with it. Every number we can get our hands on.
Gentlemen,
Why you got that ominous music? Well, I guess it could just be because the jet's going to crash. Commentary, fair use commentary.
not the radio.
That word. We got a gematria of that. That is NORSK freight. All one word. John David Washington. Well, who wrote the book of Revelation? John. That's funny. John David Washington. Jesus is, or John Trump, pretending to be from the lineage of David because he's remimicking Christ. I am the root of David, Jesus said. In the book of Revelation that John wrote. So let's hit our little gematria people up. N-O-R-S-K. N-O-R-S-K-F-R-E-I-G-H-T. Okay. I'll go ahead and pause. See what we get. You do get the coming Messiah. Drumpf Reich. I'm just going to keep it on with you and go slow. 369, which is that's extremely big, prominent numbers in their world. The White Rabbit. CNN headline news. That's hilarious. Trump train. Day of Judgment. St. Elmo's fire. Really was hoping you would get January 10th would just pop up. Ooh, November 3. That's the 11-3. No. Wow. You know what's so weird about the November 3? You get the January 10th in there. You get the 110. There's just another one added on. That's pretty big, though. You get U.S. president up here. Get October 1st. But that's big, man. November 3 pops up, which we really, in a previous video, we forgot about the Pixar movies with the A113 because everybody pointed to the election on November 3rd last year. November 3rd, 2020 election. That was the election, right? Yeah, Tuesday, November 3rd. Nope, that ain't what it points to. It's pointing to this year, right? So suddenly, you know, November 3rd's big, but this Tenet, it's so big. But see, something could go down on that day, right? I mean, that doesn't mean that's the day he's going to die, but to me it does, because it's the jet crash was the most prominent thing in the movie. Let's keep going. March 20 pops up as a date. The name on the jet should just be the biggest tell ever. It should just be the biggest tell. You have to ignore numbers when you see them written out. January 2nd pops up. I mean, what we were looking for, though, was it? We were looking for January 10th. But January 2nd is there just the same. So if you bring down the moon phases, Go back to January. Go back to 2022 and look at January 2nd. I don't get that at all. January 2nd. Oh, 2002. Well, no wonder. I was looking at that and I was like, oh, that's almost full moon. That's the new moon. Jeez. So they gave us a date, didn't they? What in the world am I on? Waxing gibbonous. Let's get back on point. January 2nd sits there. It really does. So if they do give you a date in the winter, they give you January 2nd. I'll need to write that down. St. Elmo's fire. Didn't we just see St. Elmo's fire? Or was it also in this and it was just repeated? Man, just not getting enough dates. January 2nd, the new moon. Would you go down on a new moon and rise on a full moon on the wolf moon? I mean, I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. What? If you add the 43 days, it's 45 days. Valentine's Day, it's almost a full moon. So if he rose, if he went down on the 2nd, rose on the 5th, depends on how you do it. Rose on the 3rd day. In other words, you went up 43 days. You get that February 14th, but that's not the full moon. It's 2 days before the full moon. All right, well. That would have been the clincher for me. I mean, in other words, we never quite get what we want, no matter what it is. Either the moon doesn't match. There's always something that doesn't seem to match. That would have done it for me if just that name would have given me if just that name of that jet would have given me what we were looking for, a date, which was Tenet, January 10. It just didn't, did it? Commentary, fair use commentary. All that gold for Trump. We're looking for numbers. We're looking for something. I saw a 204 back there. Now there were letters on that jet just there that you could gematria. LNWTJK, right? But there's nothing they have anywhere that's not an accident in movies like this. Nothing. So there's the Trump gold being dumped. Or like that represents Mr. Goldfinger, you know.
Okay.
Commentary. Commentary, fair use commentary. Commentary, fair use commentary. Which again, the jet, you know, which we had the jet on 11/9, which could be, which is another date we're always looking for. When we gematriated that word, it didn't kick out November 9th. Commentary, fair use commentary. Commentary, fair use commentary. What did that word not give us? Unless it goes, watch him go down January 2nd. It was like, there it is. It gave it to us. Gave you the date. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Well, bitte müssen wir jetzt many Commentary. I'm using a movie clip commentary, fair use. Hitting the twin Trumps, isn't it? $41,0293, 9661. You know, when I watch movies, I look at everything like that. He's down. The jet, Donnie, the jet hit. Look at that Phoenix on the wing. What do you think? Yay? Yay or nay? They ain't playing, are they? Tenet, 10-10. Oh, well, that was an adventure. It's a potential date, the 10th of January and the 2nd of January. And with the many dates of January, because we like the 15th. But the 10th national championship game on a Monday. All right, love y'all very much. Keep them coming. I mean, keep them coming.